Okay, we are chilling today, and I'm working on this church camp project. And let's see, I was just there at the elevations. I was going to show you. This is the little cabins I've designed based on their needs. Where's the floor plan? There's the floor plan. Just they needed 6 bunks and a big restroom area. They wanted. I'm kind of mad now. I got this thing going on here where I've got this where something's not working good. Let me see. Anyway, try not to get distracted today. Got distracted yesterday. Uh, so what I'm going to do is I need to draw. You can see here I have this sort of flat plan, or the site plan I've downloaded from our county GIS system. I had this nice I have this uh, app or add-on extension for SketchUp that allows me to download the topographical information, but it's not very accurate up here on the top. It's showing a little point right there, and in reality, that that point has been removed because they built these. You can see here on the topo, there's a sort of a flat area there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this topo, and I'm going to draw this site plan and put these cabins on there. So, and I hope this, you can't hear it, but I keep getting this thing that I've got one of these port things that the USB cables are plugged into, and it keeps doing that thing where it acts like it's disconnected. Doodaloo, doodaloo. Anyway, so what I thought I would do is Linda Thompson. Hey, happy Father's Day, Linda. I need to have you on Pi-Fi sometime. uh, it's about time to get you. Let's see. I was gonna. Oh, the other thing I did. Holy cow, that was amazing. I'm encouraged now. Now I can be anal and go around and fix little spots that aren't as smooth. That's funny. If you just don't worry about stuff like that, it'll everything will come out in the wash. But I'm pretty sure these little lumpy areas, my mouse skills are not smooth enough. That's from being handicapped, from drawing straight lines in CAD for so long. You don't train. And what I need is a pad, with the pads you can draw on, well, touch pads or whatever, that you can use the pens with, and I would be a lot better at this drawing. I can do a better job on this one for sure. Yeah, that's better. I know what to do. If I delete that, if I delete a connection point, yeah, that's the ticket. If I disconnect it, then I can double click on that, and it'll just select what's connected. That is the trick. So I'll learn little tricks as I go along to get this smoother. So really, let's see. How far out do I need to go? I need to go at least two more lines, and part of this is going to be like I'll have to project out here. Where's the end of that? Now this is when I'm just going to kind of project where I think it goes, because it's kind of out of the project area, but I still want it to be smooth. I don't want there to be like oh, what did I miss? Darn it. I missed something, didn't I? Hmm. Okay. I like it when they delete without them being in a bunch of little segments. That makes it handy. And again, I'm not even sure I need to be worried about that, but I've kind of started. I created a monster, and now I guess I better keep with the same scheme. I don't understand why. I need to start picking bigger areas and see if I can find the problem. So this problem is probably right here somewhere. Come on now. Oops. It's gonna be, oh man, I hate this. What? You serious? I've noticed with SketchUp sometimes it's not that things aren't closed, it's almost like it's not exactly coplanar. I don't know how that works since I'm drawing on a flat surface, but I've noticed that let's go out here and get rid of some of these bigger issues. Alright, something happened here. Let's try to divide this up. There we go. Not as pretty. if I can get it a little. Oh, see, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I'll start drawing and then it'll just go off on its own. Kind of want this little area to be, because I think this is, where the roads intersect. I kind of want this to be a little more accurate than. See if we can isolate this problem. What is it, right here? Another one of those weird ones. Come on, man. Close up. Close up. Close up. There we go. I still think in the long run, my topo is going to be smoother if I get all these to close the way I want to. Now, what I may do is, let me look over here on this other one. I had another one. Shoot. I don't know what to do. I need to put this in a layer. Let me make it a group, and then we'll call it. We'll put it. Let's see. Yeah, topo. Topo. And that'll be my topo. Topo. Turn it off. So about here, my cabins are going to go about on this 800 elevation. That'll be the back of them. I want to move them up off this. There's like a precipice here. It doesn't really show it, but it gets steeper, and it gets steeper quicker than this. So I want my cabins to be right up here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I want to show. Yeah, I want to do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to do one more. That won't be too bad. Do you have any other comments? No comments? I don't blame you. It's boring. So let's start up here and get this part over with. Let's get rid of this little bugger. Oops. Forgot I gotta. I used to have a flatten command, and I don't know what happened to it. Engineering toolbox. What is this? I don't want to mess with that. Anyway, I had a. This looks like, to me, it does something like this. And where did I start? It may be that these trouble areas are where I'm starting and stopping, and I'm not. I think I'm connecting to the line, and I'm not. Well, this one is huge. Holy cow. I may connect this somewhere. I didn't realize it was going to be that big. That's funny. Although there's another little area down here that we may be building some cabins. These three down here, we may be rebuilding those cabins, so I may eventually. Oops, what is that? Maybe I can connect it right here, just for now. Where am I? What was that line? Right there. Let's see what I. Oh, I got that. Now, the only thing is, I kind of wanted to have this ball field, but I can add that later. I'm getting kind of sidetracked a little bit because I kind of need to get these cabins located, and I kind of wanted to do that. Uh-oh. Got more problems than I thought here. See, I think it's where maybe that I can just. No, that didn't work. There we go. What am I doing here? That. And up here. This one's kind of rough. So we can get this to close without a lot of fuss. Come on, close. Holy cow, I created a mess there, didn't I? Oops. I should be using my selection tool. Darn it. That was a messy one. Alright. This. That. Where are we not closing now? Up here? Oh, good. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so where did we stop here? Let's go halfway. See if we can find a point. There we go. There we go. If I had that flatten command, I think that flatten plug in. There we go. That was good. I probably could avoid a lot of this junk, because I think no, I think it's just I don't think it's not. I don't think it's coplanar issues. I think it's just where I'm skipping my mouse or something is skipping and leaving gaps in the lines. Because I'm holding, you can see I'm holding the mouse button down, but I don't know what the deal is here. Alright, that's good enough for now. So later when I start to do this project down here, I'll just go ahead and I may off the air. I may do this whole side, but for now I'm going to take, and I think what I'm going to do is leave this as the base layer, in other words where it is, and I want to take this, let's see, I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? I'm going to have to get rid of the faces. And I need to get rid of this so I can see. Let's call this Topo. Let's call this Topo JPEG. Topo underscore JPEG. And I'll just leave that as my reference. Topo JPEG. My eyes are starting to go bad. And so we want to turn that off for a second. Alright, so the reason I did that is because now I can just double click on that one, that one, and you know what I should have done? I should have welded those together. Let me see if I can weld edges. Oh, now I'm using my brain. That's going to allow me just to select it instead of having to double click on it a lot. There we go. Let's weld this one together too. We can unweld it later when we want to add to it. So now I can just select what? That didn't work. Oh well. No more time wasted on that. Alright, so what I may have to do is create a group out of each one of them, but for now, in the interest of time, oops, I need to get to where I can, there we go. I want to go up. I want to be on the blue axis, so I'm going to go up 10 feet. Okay. So now I want to select the next batch. Well, this would be so much easier. Maybe I should make a group of them since they don't want to weld. Again, I think it's because they're not totally connected. Okay, is this a group? Group. Okay, now. Okay, I've only got one left. So now I can just take this one, and this one, and move it up 10 more feet. You see what I'm doing? $10. Now I grab the next row. If my computer will cooperate. That one, and that one. Am I doing this right? No, it's just these two, right? It's just this one and this one. Yeah, I've already moved those others up, so this is where it gets a little funky. You gotta take care to 10 feet, and then now it's just the last one. Now you can see let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. Yeah. So now you can see I have created this whole thing. I think what I want to do. Let's see. If I select all these, can I make topo from that, or do I have to explode them from contours? Yeah, I gotta explode them. Let's try this. Let's explode these. Now let's select everything and do from contours. It's thinking. There we go. See, now we have pretty cool, and that's pretty accurate too. But what you can do is you can go in and hide these lines, like what happened here. This is what I was talking about. You see how, yeah, let's undo that. Let's fix that. Where was that? There was a line that was going down. Let's redo it. Right here. And where's that line right there? Let's undo it. Let's try to fix this. You tell me that one little booger right there was causing that? That's why I was trying to get it smooth, I guess, subconsciously. Alright, now let's try it. From contours. That's why the more contour lines you have, the smoother it'll be. And it's still going to act weird right here. Why it's wanting to do that. This right here, I don't know. Oh, you know what though? I think I can delete this. Yeah, I think I can delete. Or I thought I could delete this. Well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I can fix that. I don't want to bore people too much. But this is why it's important. You see, I think there's tools. I used to have them loaded on here where I could fix that, but that is not even that big a deal, because over here is where the cabins are going to go. Now I need to see if we have any comments. No comments. What I really need to do is figure out how to lay this over. It's actually kind of bugging me, to be honest with you. I don't know what scratch would do. Draw from scratch. Oh, didn't do anything. Shapes. Let's see. There's supposed to be also tools. There's also supposed to be a drape command from contours. What I may do is mark these areas and then go in because it's the same ones each time. It's this area right here. If I weld this together, I don't know why I can't weld this together. I can't see for one thing. What? What did I do? Okay. Alright, so let's, let me see here. Let's try getting rid of this. Alright, if this doesn't work, I'm going to move on. Just want this to be, because I really need to kind of overlay. What I really need to do is get rid of these contour lines or hide them, because if I get rid of that, what does that do? That gets rid of the whole thing. I don't understand why I can't just delete that. I can't select that. It's not selectable because I'm in the group. Holy cow. Let's see here. If I draw a line, no, it's not cooperating, is it? Alright, well, I've got an idea. What if I just select these? That's kind of the point. They're not selectable for some reason. Alright, well, I think we're going to move on, because what I have to do really is, that's being annoying, but I'll figure out how to fix that. I'll have to go Google this. I'm sure these other probably would have to flatten everything and then fix the lines, and then I used to have a oh, here's sandbox. Here's the other sandbox. This was kind of what I was looking for. Let's see. Smooth. That's what I was looking for. Is it? I didn't think about that. Just smoothing all the edges. I thought you could. You can't do that. Alright, let's see here. But I did find this stamp and drape is what I was looking for flip edge smooth. Don't hang up on me. Dang it. These are the rabbit holes you get into. These are the rabbit holes. These are the days. Oh man. Oh man. Rabbit holes, rabbit holes. Now I'm going to have to. I've sat here and waited on this thing before for like 10 minutes. And when I'm doing stuff like this, and it never comes back, you just have to shut it down and pray for the best that it saved it at a point where it wasn't too far along. Now, funny enough, if it doesn't, uh, then it may be that it's best for me, because maybe I can fix those lines or whatever and re-drape it or based on the picture though, I think it's I think it's pretty far along. Yeah, dadgummit. I was kind of hoping it didn't save it that far, because I could have makes me want to zap this thing. Let's save as Vesper Point, escape. Yes. Get ready to sneeze. And is this it? Yeah. That's the whole thing. So explode. What does that do? Oh man, at least I saved it. Ow. That wasn't a good idea, Tony. Now this thing has a pretty powerful graphics card. It's got that RTX 3080, and so the problem with SketchUp is that it used to only use a single core of your your chip or whatever. I think they changed that for this 2023 version. It has been getting better, but sometimes, like I said, you can wait on it. Sometimes it's best. Now that I know, I can just open the drawing back up and it's okay. Yeah. Let's say select the entities you want to drape. I don't think these are drapable. I think I gotta go back to this creating contours from this one. Oh, look here. Hmm. If there's a way to. The problem is I'm up in the air and I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I can't stay on the same level. I may just create some weird interference here and see if that helps any. Am I inside the? Yeah. Why am I not? Let's see if that fixed that one area. Just playing with it. Don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's see. Let me try one more thing, and I'm going to really move on. Oh. Alright. I should be able to smooth this. Well, I had a. Before it gave me a like a. Oh, brother. I don't, I don't use these tools enough for this. I need to watch a few videos, I guess. I don't use these tools enough. Alright, well, that's making me mad, but the only way I can really fix this, I think, is to go. I don't understand why. Of course, I could. On smaller topos I've been able to explode them and get rid of these lines and kind of mend it. But for some reason, this one is so large. This is like the site I'm working on is like acres. I mean, it's probably 30 acres I'm working on, so it doesn't like the processing it's having to go through to explode this. I'm gonna give it a few more seconds, then I'm gonna close it out and then just move on because I still have to overlay the roads. I'm gonna draw the roads and overlay them. But I should be able to. There's some tools that you can. I'm afraid I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole. I've already gone down a deep rabbit hole. But there are some tools you can load in SketchUp that from the 3D warehouse or from the extension warehouse where you can mess with these meshes, like manipulate them, and I don't really understand why it's creating that dip there in the first place. Uh, it might be that if I draw some intermediate lines, let's try that. We're going to try one more thing before I give up because I'm a fighter. Alright, so these are my. I can't get that to close. Can I? Yeah, I can. Let's see. The problem here is I'm trying to. Alright, if I can just get this to close, I could create. Oh, I know what I was trying. What I was trying to do is wrong. Yeah, let's see if I can get this to close. I don't know if I need to get it to close to offset it. Let's see if I can offset it without. If I select this, what I was going to do is let's see, how far was that? Let's go 10 feet. Let's go. Let's go. 30 feet. Okay. may have just, oh, I know why it's doing that. Let's just try this quick experiment here. Let's grab have I missed anything? Let's go down halfway. Let's go down 5 feet. Which is halfway between. And let's get rid of this garbage. Oops, I gotta explode that, don't I? Because now I'm starting to understand that some of this garbage may be what's causing it. Let's get rid of that. Well, let's leave that just for the fun of it. Now let's tell it to, let's see if that kind of tricks it into doing a smoother. See, now I've got intermediate lines. Because ultimately I'm going to hide these isn't that weird? It's just bizarre. Just bizarre. So we're going to undo that because all I'm doing is creating more of a mess. We're going to undo that. And I wonder though if we created a series of lines in here, if that would kind of help guide it. Let's see. Am I editing this group? Yeah. If I simply just try to interfere with this interference, and I just so I can always go hide these. Now let's see if it'll follow that. This may be my last attempt. I'm gonna go because I need to get onto the drawing the road. It does not. It wants to. There's a gremlin. There is a gremlin. I mean that. Wait a minute. What's weird is that now it looks like it's. All right. We're gonna move on. We're moving on, people. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a new. I'll fix this later. I don't have time. I gotta get some production going, man. From contours. We're gonna be settled. We're gonna settle for this. And then I'm going to turn this off. I should be able to turn that off. Oh wait, I got to do this first and then turn that later. Oops. I gotta get this out of it. and then paste it in place, and then I can turn this off. Yeah, see, there's those weird lines, and I'm not sure why I can't select those lines. I thought in the past I have been able to select them and hide them. Um, I mean, I can select that one. See, I just hid that line. So why can I not select this one? Now I'm becoming obsessed with this line. See, I can't. It's like it's a hypothetical line. It's not a real line. I should be able to. I wonder if I'm selecting it, I just don't know it. No, because I can't right mouse click. Man. No. It's a mystery. But anyway, ironically, the part of the project that matters over here is okay. So we're going to call that okay for now. Now what I need to do is I need to actually draw at least this road. And I'd like to be able to do this a little more smoothly. Oh, I'm not drawing freehand. That wasn't really what I wanted to do. What I was hoping to do is get a smooth line and then offset it. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that by hand. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's almost like a mental issue. Well, I can't make my mouse go where I want it to go. It's like I doubt myself, and so that I can't make the mouse do what I want it to do. Of course, it might be that the mouse was not designed to do what I want it to do. And it's like it's like I have a trackball like the old days, and the trackball is messing me up, but it's not, because there is no trackball. I can't. And now the more I think about it, the worse it gets. Oops. I need one of the pins. Why is that connected? Oh. This is awful. Awful, I tell you. It was awful. I have that extension. Well, that closed. I have that extension that I can download geotechnical data, but the roads weren't available for this area. These are just gravel roads, so they're not available for downloading the any of your geotechnical or geospatial or whatever apps. That a lot of surveyors have access to. A little circle right there. Nasty circle. That is a nasty circle. I don't want to draw a circle though, because I mean, like a real circle, because it won't look natural. I mean, these gravel roads were rough like this, but they're not, obviously not this rough. They don't have little nodes on them. They might, I don't know. This just gets worse by the minute. I thought I had this closed. But, when I delete that, it gets rid of that. I mean, I need to get me a one of those pads I can draw on with the stylus. This would be a lot easier. The problem is my hand, my wrist is sticking to this fiberglass table, and I can't make fluid motions for crap with it. But if I had a pen, kind of funny, the quicker you go, the better it is. Now I can use this and then I can kind of overlay these to make offsets. Well, it didn't copy, did it? I was trying to copy that. Why didn't that close? Oh. Okay. And then really this goes, am I back here? Yeah. This comes, oops. Why that has to make little bitty tiny line segments is really annoying, to be honest with you. If you draw a freehand line, they all the little segments ought to be connected. I don't know why it's not connecting them. That's annoying as crap. I'll just be honest with you. Because then when you try to make revisions, you gotta go and delete a bunch of little. Looks good from a distance. Looks good from my house. That's a redneck thing we see in construction. So this looks like what it does is there must be like a little walk, like a covered. Oop, if you go quick, it's not too bad. Oops, that was too quick. Dang arm. Is that connected? I have to unstick my arm from the. Getting kind of crazy with this now. What I'm trying to do is just do some quick lines and then come back and fill in some corrections, but it's getting kind of wild. I think it kind of helps to look ahead. Don't look exactly where you are. Maybe look ahead a little bit. Instead of trying to follow a little, follow your pen. It seems like now it's easier if I try to look ahead a little bit to where I'm going. So there's some philosophy there somewhere. How much of this am I going to draw? I feel like I want to just get this road on down here. That's awful. awful. This must be some kind of pull off. I'm gonna just get rid of, oops. I'm gonna get rid of all this. It's just ridiculous how many little segments it makes. And this would be more of a, if it's gravel, this is going to be more of a curve transition instead of a 90 degrees like that. Oops. I want SketchUp to tell me why this doesn't look natural either. This, get rid of this. This would probably do that. Should delete all the way back to where it intersects. Shouldn't be like 1,000 little lines that you gotta go. Should be like that. If it like that. Should be creating like lots of little tiny line segments. And I'm sure when I print this, it'll look smoother because it's, you know, hopefully it will be. It will look smoother. I'm not sure what this is doing right here. See, I get to a certain point to where my hand is on my desk and it doesn't want to cooperate. I remember driving down these little roads. They are narrow like this, just wide enough for your truck to get down there. Because these were only designed for walking, really. They weren't really designed for driving. Dang, that closed. That was weird. See, that little loop I just did was based on the way my hand is sticking. Oops. That was not good. The way my hand is sticking to. You know what I need to do? Got some paper towels here. Put a paper towel underneath my hand and see if that helps any. Back out here, so go this way. I don't know why. It's like, you see that? I can't make that go smooth. It's just the mouse. I can't. It's very frustrating. Also, the snap seems to be. I wonder if it has to do with the snap too. Because it seems to be jerky. And it wants to go in right angles. Or, you know, Don't want to go smooth. That doesn't look smooth. That doesn't look the way it really is. I've driven down this road with the big Ford truck. Come on, delete. I have a video of this site when I went to visit it. And it gets real, it's kind of steep right here going down to these cabins. Man, I was going good. There we go. Now see, there's no reason these lines are not connected. Very frustrating. And look at all those little segments. What a pain in a tootie. I better hit the save button here. Right, so now these are 3 little cabins. And I don't have their dimensions, so I'm just going to kind of place them in here. What did I make it? 34 by, well, at least I made it square. That's actually pretty close. I'm not going to draw these cabins because I'm going to place my cabins over on where the new ones are going. This is all going to go away. All this stuff is going to go away, and then we're going to tear these down and build them up here off the cliff. Off the cliff. So now I got to fix this. See if I can borrow one of these. Why does that not look square? That's weird, isn't it? It's because of the angle that I'm looking at it, probably. Again, I'm not going to get too anal about these because that's probably going to be good enough. I may just continue this road I was doing good there for a minute. I don't think this gets that narrow. Clicking on that. Dang it, I was going good. Alright, that's enough analness there. This has to be a Jeep trail because I'm going to try to get my hand unstuck from the table enough to do this whole thing right here. Dang it. Had a Perrier bottle in the way over here. I was going good too. Oh man, slipped. Oh, did I connect it? Oh, cool. Yeah, I connected it. You see how a lot of these lines will just delete all together like that? They should all do that. Shouldn't have to fuss with them. This is a little weird. I don't think you understand how much concentration it takes to keep this mouse going in any kind of decent line. It is just like concentration, man. Oh. Right. I think that's pretty good for now. And let's put this building in here. Oh, I think this is actually a soccer field. So I'm just going to draw it. I think, there's a soccer field or some kind of play. So I don't think it's a building, so I'm going to draw it like this. Like that. Well, I was going to connect it. Yeah, there we go. And then what I think I'm going to draw this property line as a reference. Let's go back to regular line here. This is going to help me I see that the property lines go, they go along the river there, but that's just gonna be a reference line. Now I gotta figure out how to lay this over. I'm gonna select all this, make a group, And what is this? I don't remember seeing that one in there. Oh, here I go again, getting anal with that. Somehow now I have to drape this over that. So if I copy this, see if I got any. Nope. People are just wore out with this. I can tell already. If I copy this over here, how am I going to is that the flat part of the, oh, that is the lumpy part, isn't it? What is this? Let's put this in. I don't remember having two of them. Let's see. Oh, that's that. Okay. Let's put this in Topo. Topo Yamamoto. And turn that off. And then what we can do is line this up with this best we can. The main part is this road right here. Actually, it looks pretty good. Surprised. Now what I need to do is get this above, go up. Let's go up, let's see, 50, let's go up 100 feet. And then we turn back on our topo. You see, what we're trying to do is drape. We're trying to drape this. See, if you look straight down, where is that? Yeah. This doesn't line up that well though, does it? Let's see, am I looking straight down? Oh yeah, I didn't have it turned on parallel projection. So that's pretty good actually. The blue lines are lining up with the roads pretty good. And that lines up. That's pretty good. So now I can turn off, go back to perspective mode here. And what I'm going to try to do is drape. Let's turn off the JPEG. What I'm going to try to do is drape this. I forgot how to do this actually. You know, I'm not listening to music. Take this off. Drape. Okay, drape. Select the mesh you wish to drape. Okay. Select the mesh. Okay, maybe I have to. What did I do? I didn't mean to do whatever it was I did. Oh, please come back. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, hey, it worked. Well, yeah, it worked. Now, let's see, let's save this. This is going to be, well, let's just move it over. Uh, let's just move it over here for right now. Or where do we make it? Oh, well, I don't think it matters. I can always adjust it. So what that did was it did it cause did it give me a, yeah, what it did, so I should be able to turn off the topo, not that. What I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to get rid of these contour lines, but it's all in the same. Hope I didn't explode the wrong thing here. I did, dang it. Or did I? No, see, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to, you see how now that site information is draped on the topo. Let's see, what am I doing here? What, I need a separate, I need the topo, I need to move this. First of all, let's get to where we're looking straight down. Okay. Now I'm going to move this over here 600 feet. You know, this is a pretty big size. See, that's what I was telling you. And I'm going to say these were, I need to put this in a different, all of this in a different group. And we're going to call this Topo Drape. We're going to call this layer Topo Drape. Topo Drape. Not, we don't need caps. That's ugly. Topo Drape. Too many layers here. Topo Drape. And then I'm going to move Topo back over 600 feet where it belongs, 600 feet. And I'm going to turn it off. Well, see, how did that work? How's that working? Where's Topo Drape? Okay, Topo Drape is inside. $600 feet. What did we call this? This I see. This should be untagged, and then the group will turn off. Yeah. Okay. This is the, there were, you can't. What happened is some of the entities inside that group were in a different layer. 600 feet back where you were. Now we can turn off Topo. There we go. This is what I'm trying to get to right here. Because really what I want to do is I really just want to see, you see, I want to see, I want to build my little houses around this circle, but I want to put them to where the foundations are not going to be too bad. And what's really making me mad right here is that this, when it drapes it, it followed that stinking messed up. That's why I was spending so much time trying to fix that contour, because of this right here. I knew this was going to happen, and you can see now if you're looking straight down at it in a plan view, it ain't going to matter. You will see the shadows from it though. See, you're seeing the shadow that it's casting. But again, this is really the part I'm trying to work on, is here. So now I can finally get to my little cabins. Where are they? They're somewhere over here. Let's see, which one is the work? Okay, this is the one that I'm working on right here. So what is it doing? Where's the one? Yeah, this is my work one right here. These are components, so I think I'm actually going to get rid of this PM data stuff. I think I'm going to unlock this, because I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of it yet. I'm just going to turn it off. This is from that extension I was telling you about. I downloaded all this, but this again, it's a paid service I have, but they put this little peak right here, and I know it's not there. I've been there. It's flat like this, like the county GIS shows. This flat spot right here, you see, it was graded to be able to do this church camp, and but anyway, I was trying to figure out which cabin I want to bring over. I think it's going to be it's actually going to be this one, because it's the one that can move. This is the one I'm referencing, the floor plan and everything. Yeah, I don't want to move this one, because my drawings will be messed up. My sheet drawings. The one I want to move is, I need to get this all straightened out, because I'm getting a little confused, to be honest with you. That we want to go to work, and we want to select this cabin. Oh, I see what it's doing. This was the one I wanted to put over there, though. This one. This is the one I can move. I need to just go ahead and move it over there, so I won't. Let's see. Yeah. But what I need to do here is separate the floor plan out, because it's in the, yeah, it's part of that. So I need to go in here and cut it out. And then paste it back. And that's my floor plan. And now if I go to work, this, yeah, this should be right. Yeah. See, now you can see I'm dealing with, I've turned the topo off. Now you can see I'm actually dealing with, I forgot what this, oh, that was topo image, or topo JPEG. Now I'm actually dealing with real ground. I'm not having to guess. And Now one thing you can do to make this simpler is, what I should have done was I should have kept up with how far I put this away, because I could have brought it back. Let me get to where I'm looking straight down, and then on parallel projection, and I can line these up. There we go. And I need to call this something different. I need this to be on Topo. Let's see, I'm going to have too many layers here. Let's call it site reference. Is that right? We'll call it site flat. Site flat. This is going to be the one that's kept flat instead of draped. Okay, so I can call this site flat. Site flat. STW. I can't see. This is so little. Alright, let's see if that's right. Yeah. The reason I'm doing that is because it's going to be easier to put the cabins up here and then manipulate them on this flat surface. I'm going to go into perspective mode here. Oops, that was weird. And see, now I can, now they're on flat, they're all flat. And the reason that's handy is because now I'm looking down, I can spin it. My computer's getting really hot. It's about to burn my fingers off. Let's see, I'm going to save this before I blow it up. You see, I'm trying to select this and I can't. What is going on here? There we go. I thought my computer was overheating. There's a lot of data in this drawing. You can't tell, but there is. So now what I got to do is I got to figure out exactly where these are going, and because I got 8 of them I have to do. So what I might do is try to figure out a radius here and kind of draw. Is that by itself? That actually turned out pretty good. And you see these line segments here? I can use those. Let me make this, let's see. I don't have to make it a group, but what I can do is I can give it like, I can say I just want like 12 line segments, and see, it'll help me distribute these buildings like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh, that worked out pretty good. So now I can take this right at the front of these buildings. Where's the front? Let's turn off the roof for a second. This is the front right here. Yeah, so I need to turn them around. Where am I? Yeah, I need to turn them around. Go 180 here. 180. And then I can pick, I don't know if we're going to be able to put these this close to that building though. That's a little concerning. The thing about it is, I remember I was going to move them up to this road area because we need to Well, let's see, how long are these? I don't know. I wonder how far I can offset these in. So this road's gonna go away. I'm just kind of using the road right now as a reference as to where to place them. But I don't know if we're going to be able to put them this close together, because 1, 2, 3, 4. How many's there now? Yeah, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get 8 in there. I don't think they're going to let us put them that close together. But in any event, if they were, see, to me, how close are these? Wow, that's farther apart than I thought. That's almost 50 feet. So yeah, we can. So what you would do then is you would make your, like, you'd get rid of this radius and you'd go back to this one and you'd make it 14 segments. And then you could measure those segments. You kind of need 55. And then offset it in. I'm trying to get them up here on this road. So that's going to move this one over to here. And where is it? Yeah, that'll change its angle a little bit, which is why I need some kind of reference to help me. Like that. Because what happens is, in a minute, I'm going to move these down to this dirt. And when you get down to here, when you get to one point, it really drops off more than it looks like on the topo. So let's see what kind of distance we have now if we move this one to here. Oops. What's cool about this is if I get this site plan fixed, all these buildings are components. So I'll just be able to edit one of them. And let's see, what am I doing? There. Let's see how far apart that is. $44 feet. You know what's funny about this is we might be able to get 8 of them in there. I don't think they're going to make us have them any farther apart than like 30 feet or something. One, two, three, 4, 5. If I needed 3 more, that would be. Would I have to make this 16 segments? Why is it not changing? Why is it not letting me edit it? Oh, it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we're going to be able to get them. I'm trying to stay away from this building because I don't think we're going to be able to get that close. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna be able to get 6 in there, 8 in there. Just gonna have to meet with Mitch, the man, and go over. That wasn't exactly right. I know what he's gonna say. Why can't we put them closer together? Well, yeah, that's like 28 feet. I think we're pushing it if we want to get any too much closer than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them around this radius, and then I'm probably going to adjust them a little bit to make it look more smooth. Although it's not looking bad. I better save this because I can tell it's starting to not like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 is about all you're going to be able to get in here, practically speaking. And that's it. The building inspection department allows you to put this many. See, you need to kind of, if you go back to looking straight down, let's move these radiuses out of the way, and that'll give us some more of a. Let's do this. Let's don't make the same mistake twice. Let's go 700 feet. Two, three, four, 5. Does that look natural? I guess if you're down there. It's almost like this one could be brought in a little bit. And it's like this one. It's almost like this one could be. I'll have to just kind of play with the angles. And this one almost looks like it could be brought in a little bit, although this road might, you know, Now what I have to do is take these and move them down. So what was this called? This was called the Topo flat, or site flat. Let's turn that off. Now we can take these, since we have them oriented, and move them down. We'll lock that axis and try to figure out where they would go vertically then. And what I'll have to do is, I really don't want to change their foundations. Let's see if I can get them all pretty much. This one's already touching over here. This one's almost where it's going to go. So I think what I need to do is do it one at a time now. Like take this one and move it down. Go down where it's basically touching, like right there. And this is how it is. And this is what I was talking about. I was trying to get these up to where they were on this, closer to this radius right here, and I really didn't do. What I might do is this is a little bit of what I was trying to avoid, like this one. And see, what we would do is we'd end up laying these out individually. Because this one wants to be it's pretty close there. But see, you'd want to orient it so that it works best for the site, with the site. So I mean, that's why I'm trying to see how far I can get this around. You know, if you tilt it too far though, it starts to look weird. Actually, it doesn't look weird yet. But what I'm saying is that I'd also want to move them like up and over. Go sideways. There we go. And maybe it comes back down. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get these porches to where go down now. There we go. Oh, wrong. And this is what I would do. I'd go out to the site and I would lay these out. So I'm trying to just get this graphically where I want them. Like this one, I would do the same thing. I'd bring it up, I'd bring it in. And I try to match and see these two over here, like these would be brought up too. This one would be, in. These would be brought into here. I should have got to where I could see the porch. And then it would be adjusted a little bit. Not quite that much, but maybe like that. Then we bring it up again, because I need to get them as close to this flat spot as I can, because if I don't, this drops off more than this. You see, actually that's pretty accurate. And now I need this thing to turn. Now I need to turn it even more, a little bit more, and then I'm going to mess with that one a little bit. Yeah, just a few degrees at a time just to get it. And then this one's going to come way up. I remember this spot. This one really needs to come up the hill. It really needs to come up. Well, the ideal situation is if we could get all the porches to where they're on this, at the edge of this precipice right here, because there's plenty of room to move around in this circle. And see, that one could stand to come back a little bit this way. And again, this is just visually doing this. When I go out to the site to actually lay these out, we're going to do the same thing out there. Well, because nobody's going to notice when you're driving up, nobody's going to notice exactly what angle they're facing. I mean, if it would be, if it was too obvious, they would notice. But now I'm starting to get the idea. I can bring this one up. Hopefully move it over a little bit. Yeah, that way. Over and then up a little bit. Over a little bit. Up a little bit. Over a little bit. This is literally what I'm going to be doing out in the field, is I'm going to be putting these things in there. They don't have to be perfectly, what we'll have to do is just come up with some agreement with the code officials as to how far apart they need to be. They have to be. See, we're still 25 feet, and like if you were in a normal subdivision, like in an urban setting, you could probably get by with like 10 feet to the property line. And so I think as long as we can stay 25 or 30 feet apart, they're not gonna. One thing I noticed is that the camp has put a fire hydrant in pretty close by, and so yeah. And now eventually what I'll do is I may go ahead and do this. I may go in here, and they should all be, this is your components, so they should all fix themselves when I do this. We'll see. Yeah, see how they're all, but see, I just had to drop that foundation. I'm just going to say, see, 6 feet on the back. You can see what that's doing. And ironically enough, if you go back to my original and you take this, do I want to keep this one? I'm just going to move it out of the way. I don't think I need that one. This was my original render, and I was being optimistic on this grade. I was thinking if I can get them close enough to the flat spot, see, but in real life, let's see, What is that? That was that flat. I need to save a view. What I need to do is turn off the topo, turn off this thing. What is this thing? What's that called? That's the image. And what I want to do is I want to figure out how to get these roads. You know what I should have done? On this, I may redrape this because I have it in a different layer, right? No, I don't. Or do I? What is that called? What is that called? Well, what I can do is I can go. Or this, is this a different? What I need to be able to do is get these roads. I'll have to redrape it because I should have put like a texture, like a color, like a. You see how the houses didn't? I just put this. It was just any old color on there. I need the roads to be separate so I can apply. But it's no big deal. I can. I've gotten enough practice now to where. Now, one thing you can do is you can. I might be able to say intersect with faces. Intersect faces with model. And hopefully that won't crash it. I'm going to take my hand off the keyboard. I don't see this thing spinning yet, so it's still working. It hadn't frozen yet, I don't think. I shouldn't have said model. I shouldn't have said model, because that's gonna put an outline around the cabins, which I don't want to do. I should have said with selection. Alright, well, if we survive this, I'll fix it. Happy Father's Day from Barrett. Thank you, son. Thank you, son. Love you much. Love you much. Oh, are we gonna survive? There's the little circle spinning. Pray to Jesus that this doesn't crash it. Oh, cool. Okay. So that didn't work though. I was hoping. Let's save before we get too excited. We'll save. I know what to do. I don't know what I'm thinking. All I gotta do is take the drape side flat, okay? I'm working on Mitch's church camp cabins. I was working on my cabin this morning. I should say I'm vlogging here, but that's my boy. I can't tell my boy I can't talk to him. Let's see, how am I going to get on the right plane here? Okay, we're live, we're blogging here. What I can do is if I can get this if I create a big sheet of paper, I want a square, I want a rectangle. Big old piece of thing. And I take all of this. What am I doing here? What am I grabbing? Okay. And I put it over here. And I copy it over here. Am I on the face? Yep. Did that help me get? And then I can intersect faces with selection. That shouldn't take as long. Or it shouldn't crash it, he said. I may have to get the flatten command out. That worked right here. You see that's a different face. But I may have to get the flatten. Let's go to flatten. Extension warehouse. I had this on. Oh, I know what it was. I changed to SketchUp 2023, and I haven't reloaded. I had this one. This was a good one. Let's see, because it's free. Yes, it will work. It will work. Yes, it will work. It's not the right. This extension is successfully. Alright, so now we're gonna. Didn't really have to make it that big, did I? Maybe I won't crash it if I make it smaller. It won't be as risque if I make it smaller. Well, what happened there? There's a clue. I lost the face. But we're going to go ahead and say flatten. Flatten to plane. Now I should be able to just draw a line across here. Yeah, and make it invoke the face. Should be closing everywhere. I don't know why it's doing that. But it doesn't matter because I don't need all this. Well, wait a minute. Did I get rid of something? No, I didn't. I don't need all that. What I need is this. Now, this is kind of freaking me out because I don't know why. Let's try exploding curve. Let's try exploding everything. Now you see that building, you see when the lines go light like that, that means they're on the face. So I don't understand why these are not going on the face. If I flatten this whole thing, this is the frustrating part about some of this, is that you think you can use tools to fix things, and sometimes they still don't fix. It's thinking. She's a thinking. Oh, it's already thought. Now see, we got these. Those are flat. Why is this not flat? Let's draw us. Oh, I know why. Thought I did. I'll have to go around. This is why I was trying to do. Well, this is why I was trying to get all the lines smooth before, because what it is I've got little segments or something. I bet you right there's a problem. Sometimes if you literally just draw a rectangle or like a big that not a rectangle? That didn't work. So I can tell by the thickness of the lines you see. Why, that is not flat. That's not coplanar. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. I mean, I can kind of see here if I get rid of this garbage. It used to go anyway. Yeah. What did that do now? Well, look at that. There we go. There, now I gotta come over here somewhere and figure out what's going on over here. Sometimes I feel like I'm not drawing on the face like that. Something is underneath there. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, Tony. What the heck, man? What the heck? So anyway, the point here is I need to get to where I can put a road finish, so the roads will pop. Like I can make them. I can go look for like gravel or something. Stone. What is this? Not stone. May just have to do with the be asphalt, concrete, landscaping. What is it? Maybe come up with some kind of light color. You see, that's what I need to do, and then I would edit it to be very light, just like that. You see, so I may just leave that on there so I can keep up with where I've. That's not right. That's not right. So is that no? So none of this is going to be that cooperative, I don't think. And I don't know why. Wait a minute. Let's pull this out. Nothing to explode. Okay, good. Now this should. No. Don't understand it, man. Just don't understand it. Let's try. don't understand why this is not flattening. I can't even select it. It's nuts that I can't. Uh, and I feel like just going around, just drawing a bunch of random lines. And I've done that before, and for some reason, when you do that, it's kind of freaky how SketchUp works, and I can't necessarily figure it out. What I'm trying to do is get it to where I feel like the flatten is not working. Time is it? Dang, I have to quit here in a minute. Is there another flatten I can try? VBO do flatten layout in file vector only. Sketch plus. Do I have Sketch plus? I did on the this is their flatten on here. Yeah, flatten to ground. Right, we're gonna install this. Yes. I got to put in a license number. Said I had. Okay, activate your license. Add license. Oh, dang it, son of a gun. Let's see if we can just do a trial version. Extension has been successfully installed, available for use. Okay. Let's go. Let's get rid of these because they'll be on the menu. Sketch Plus is a bunch of tools. Let's go. Let's select all this stuff. And let's see if that flatten will work. Move to Z, drop plus, flatten the ground, add a bound license. Oh God. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're going to end the live stream here. We're going to end on a nice note. We're going to turn off this flat thing. We're going to go in here and look at our pretty cabins on the real grade here. This is how it is. Probably what I'll do is probably go in here and elevate this building. You know, like I may come up, I don't know, 16 feet and go over. Yeah, I may just, oh, I see what's going on. It's at an angle. This is, So anyway, I'll come in here and I'll kind of elevate this building just to give it some interest. And then what I'll do is I'll figure out where these roads are going to go, and then I'm going to apply a surface to them, and then I'll give this some grass, and I'll update this when I'm done. So anyway, let me see if there's any comments. No comments. I don't blame anybody for not watching. Long and tedious, a long and winding road this was. Long and winding road. 3 hours and 30 minutes, more than that. Work, man, it's been work. But I appreciate everybody watching, and we will see you on the next one.